Good afternoon. We are back here live here on Hits 92.3, the real definition of internet radio. We are talking about a few different subjects here today on this beautiful Thursday here in Atlanta where it's almost 70 degrees. Goodness gracious. I mean, the weather outside, I mean, it really is like the weather is, I mean, it's literally almost 70 degrees. Yesterday, I could have wore shorts and a tank top easily, out run errands, but yes, it's definitely not the usual warm. It's never too cold consistently, but to be 70 degrees, yes, but they always say, the warmer, during the winter time, it's not the best sign. So, but that's a whole nother subject, global warming. But anyways, so we're going to start off talking today about, Damar Hamlin, the 24-year-old football player for the Buffalo Bills, who is now in critical condition, but with signs of improvement in Cincinnati, Ohio. On Wednesday, on this Monday Night Football, he collapsed during the actual game. Hamlin suffered cardiac arrest and collapsed on the field Monday night during a game against the Cincinnati Bengals. The Bills were holding meetings and a walkthrough Wednesday ahead of Sunday's game against the New England Patriots, the team said. The NFL team said the Bengals will not resume this week. The NFL showdown on Monday between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Buffalo Bills was the most watched Monday Night Football game telecast in ESPN history. Wow. According to the preliminary ratings, the game was postponed in the first quarter after the Bills' safety Damar Hamlin suffered a cardiac arrest and collapsed on the field. And you know what? After I read that this was the most watched, after it happened, I understood the severity and the heaviness of the situation. To watch a teammate collapse and literally get revived right on the field. That was traumatic. Somebody they get injured, they get carried off and they got a little cast on, and you know what I mean? You see them go to the back and they take care of it and you find out they tore a ligament or broke a leg or whatever. But to see somebody actually go through cardiac arrest in the middle of the field was something that they're saying no one is saying that they ever seen anything like this. And so I knew that it would be, a big impact on the Buffalo, New York area. You know what I mean? We love the Buffalo Bills and we love the fact that, we were in the playoffs and we just went through a lot with snowstorms and all kind of things this year. So I just feel like this was like the grand finale for us. And it ended up being a just traumatic game. And so the outpour of response from the whole entire country was it was surprising to me. I'm not gonna lie. I knew that Buffalo was gonna react the way they're reacting with the support, the prayers, the love, and the camaraderie. But to see the whole nation and all the teams come together and show their concern for this young man who is now, fighting for his life. And one of the updates this morning was that he is progressing, like everything's turning in the right direction, and everything that they needed to see to indicate that he is may pull through is happening. So I believe that's because everybody pray. I mean, I've never seen so many people pray publicly on the sports shows and everything. It was just a great moment to see everybody just pull their faith together and pray for this young man. Sunshine, didn't you say you had a clip?
Yeah, and it's crazy because when everything that you're saying, when you hear this clip, the conversation is going to change. It's going to change, but not negative for the young man.
Mm-hmm.
Just remember when I said my word of the year was perspective.
Mm-hmm.
Perspective. So I'm gonna play this for y'all.
I'm gonna keep it real. We in left field. I'm kind of hot right now too. I'm kind of hot because we do this every freaking time something happened on this field. Everybody want to pivot and act like why did I heard people talking about, just the mental health of the players. And yeah, you could die. They don't even know they could die out here. We sit here and talk about this stuff every single time. Schedule remakes. How we gonna make it up? What the league feels about it? I don't give a damn what the league feels about it. Let's keep it real. Why we don't talk about the stuff that matter? This young man, you wanna know? You wanna know how? What this you need to know about him? He's 24 years old, right? He got a contract for $160,000. That's his bonus. And he earns $825,000 this year. You say, G. Bush, why are you talking about this man's money? Because guess what? He's been in the league 2 years. That means he's not vested. That means if he never plays another down in his life, he don't get another check for the NFL. Let's be clear about this. You got to play 3 to 4 years before you even...
Oh, snap. I'm sorry.
The league was never considered. 15% of the people who apply for, you know, that the NFL has a private board that reviews all aspects with their doctors and with their neurologists and their specialists. They can deny benefits even if Social Security deems you to be permanently disabled. The league can come back and they say, you know, the government is they're experts, but let's take it over so we don't pay anything out. Only 15% get approved by Social Security. The league says that number should be lower. Get that. 15% of the people who apply for disability in this country, I know I was a disability expert. It's very low. I submitted over almost 250,000 applications in 1 year, one time. I know. Since the CTE settlement, only 6.5% of the settlement has been paid according to the admin's website. I looked it up yesterday. And 60% of the claims have a qualifying diagnosis but have not been paid. Let's talk about this. They're also moving the pension. And that pension, he got to make it to 55. He's 24. And they've moved that between 3,000. They moved it down to 3,000 when it was 5,600 a month. And the last stat that you should know about is the Bills owner Terry Pegula owns the Sabres as well as the Buffalo Bills, and his net worth is $6.7 billion. My question to you is, NFL, when do salaries become guaranteed? If you know these young men are going out there and they could die on that football field, I don't give a damn what your thoughts and prayers are. Do the right thing. I just heard Aditi say it 7 times. This is a savage sport. Men are dying every week, and you covered that up during CTE, and now you want to act like you the top of the food chain because you got the CPR people on the field on time? That's the least you should do. You're not gonna pay that man's. You're not gonna pay that man's tuition for his kids. You're not gonna give him no disability money. You're gonna do nothing. All you do is collect them big checks, and we go play fantasy footballs, and I hear these dudes some prayers for a whole damn 2 hours. Y'all don't care about them kids. These young black kids is putting on the line. And you telling them what they put on the line ain't worth it because you know why? Because you don't want to pay for somebody that's broken and battered and can't take care of themselves because it costs you money. So it is all about money. And I heard nobody talking about no contracts. And they sitting up here cashing these checks. We worship these owners. They do anything they want to. Anything. And as long as the product is good, we salute it. I'm pissed off today because ain't nobody talking about the real stuff. There's people out there, players are saying they just want to wait for us to die. I like the NFL just like the rest of y'all, but I'll be damned if I'm going to sit up there and pat Roger Goodell on the back for running this organization the way he does. They run it like a criminal organization. I'm sick of it. I'm tired of that, man. I just had to get that off my chest because I'm going to go through.
Okay, but
This
how you
kid-
mentioned he's the owner of the Bills, or is he the owner of the NFL?
Roger Goodell is the commissioner of the NFL. And then the owner of the Bills was the first man he was talking about.
No.
And the owner of the Bills owns the Bills and the Sabres.
Now, the only thing that I will say is I've listened to that. I watched it twice before.
Mhm.
I didn't even know she was going to play that actual clip. I thought it was going to be him hugging his mom on the side field. I didn't know that was the one that you were going to choose. Okay, yeah, so the conversation just changed. And Yes, I do believe that they did the right thing for stopping that game, suspending the game, and tending to him and tending to the players who were emotionally distraught once they seen what happened. Um, but another thing that I'll say is the NFL is a business. The NFL is a business. The only thing, the difference between the NFL type business and a different, and like maybe corporate America, is that these men are literally going out there ramming their bodies against each other, like all for hours every week. I mean, ram. You playing a sport that you literally got to put a helmet on. You got to all of these things to protect your bones. I mean,
You're a commodity.
shin guards, and you're out there on the field just ramming your body, ramming. I mean, because it's just a lot of ramming going on. Unless you're like the quarterback, because I don't see the quarterback ramming too much. It looked like he just run, catch, throw, run, catch. And I don't know a lot about football, so do not, quote me on anything. But I do understand what this guy was saying about, contracts, and contracts are real. And when you have this desire and these dreams to make it to the NFL, the side note is, okay, you about to put your body on the field to be, rammed and beat up on. And I guess that's why you have to, go through so many different physicals. But I do feel like there needs to be some type of amount of time of guarantee. Like even though he was only playing for 2 years, I think you should have like some type of verbiage in your contract to say, okay, regardless of what happens before you're, vetted into the whatever, you will, if you get hurt on the field, this is what I would do. I mean, this is just my opinion. If you were hurt on the field, there should be somewhere in your contract that it says if you're hurt during the season on the field, that you cannot play anymore, whatever those verbiage may be. We will pay you your starting off yearly salary for 10 years. 10 years. 10 years, you could think of another business. You can go into another, you can maybe, enhance your education to do something, something else. Now that you done messed up, got injured on the field playing this game, so everybody can cheer up and down. I think 10 years is a good time to be able, it's a good cushion of, getting to something else. You're young, still in his 20s, 24. Imagine if they could pay him for 10 more years, his yearly salary. He can, make some decisions on, and that's a decent salary for a mid 20-year-old with no kids. What was it, like $180,000 a year?
No, I think he said more than that. That was his bonus, but his actual check was like 800,000 a year. That's how he makes. That's how much he makes.
Yeah, like, so imagine if he could get that, like, because there's probably a good chance that he will be out. Of course, he's out for the rest of the season. The season.
Oh, it's done.
It's over. The season's already over. They only got a couple.
He ain't come back. He might not come back next year.
I'm talking about next year. He probably won't come back because he's gonna be in rehab, and you know what I mean. Learn how to. Who knows what his body is about to go through? Who knows? I just thank God this man is young. He is, fit. And whatever this heart defect that he has, or whatever happened, hopefully his body can just come together as a cohesive unit and be like, okay, we about to take care of him. We about to heal. Because it sounds like that's what's happening. He's physically fit. He probably eats a healthy diet, of course, exercise. I just believe that, he was young enough to kind of fight this on a different level than like somebody like me. You know what I mean? And I thank God for that. But as far as this comment from this man, it's a lot to unload there. You got these kids who want to be, this is their dream. This is their dream to be in the NFL, and you finally make it there. So you like, I'll take what I can get. I made it. Out of all, like, I heard Prime talking about all of these different, scenarios of how these kids, how the percentage of them make it to the NFL, and out of all of these schools, and and you were the one that made it. So, of course, if they say $800,000 a year, that's a lot of money. You know what I mean? To a young man, 800,000, I'll take it. But and then I wanted to kind of talk about the response to what happened. It's almost like mind blowing, even turning the TV on and seeing the different cities' responses. And I'm on Facebook and people are turning their Facebook profile picture to the Bills logo that never even been to Buffalo. And I'm like, wow, this is like really different. I mean, I know recently they said another player from Miami got hit recently, right? And he's in the hospital, or I don't know the details on that. I just know it happened, and there wasn't this type of response. I think it's a lot of different layers to why this response was so big. Number one, this was the most playoff game ever in history. So all eyes was on this game. We all saw it happen. We all saw him get hit. We all saw him fall. That's big. You know what I mean? That's like, seeing a shooting when one of the police officers shoot, unarmed black, when you see it, it hits different. When you heard about it, and then even watching it as it happens, like it's different than watching a replay. Like they were watching it.
No, I watched that replay.
No, I ain't gonna front. I watched that replay a couple times, and I was like, but what made him fall? Because that was what was killing me. He got hit, and then he stood up, and then he just collapsed, just fell back. And I was like, what made him collapse? And then that's when I realized, before anybody else had anything else to say, that ain't got nothing to do with the hit.
That ain't got
that's something else.
Right. I said the same thing, because if you even see the hit didn't even seem that hitty. You know what I'm saying? Like, it didn't even seem like he got rammed. Like, I just think he got hit at the wrong time. They said something like he got hit during a heartbeat or something weird, something medical I can't even figure out. But to see him stand up, he stood up, and maybe that blood rushed to his head. I don't know what happened. But I'll say this. Prayers do work. And listen, the men surrounded that man, prayed for him. And then we all prayed for him. You got people praying all over the country for this one man. And that's a lot. That's a lot. Just to have that many people pulling their faith together to pray for you. And I believe that's one of the main reasons why the doctor's reports are looking good for him. And I'm standing on that, because they had to revive this man two times, one on the field, one at the hospital. And now his vitals are intact. They're saying his neurological system isn't going in the right direction. He was breathing 100% on the ventilator. Now it's down to 50%. Those are good signs. This is just so, and it's Thursday. So those are some wonderful signs. And I just really, I pray that, this keeps going in the right direction for him, because this was something else. So just keep Damar Hamlin, number 3 for the Buffalo Bills, in your prayers, as we all are coming together and praying for him. And if you have any comments on that subject, we're going to move on. But if you have any comments on that subject, call and talk about it, especially if you're from Buffalo, New York. The number's 404-254-4347, 404-254-4347. And we're going to take a quick break, and then we're going to go into the next subject to this radio show today here on Hits 92.3. But before we go to the break, I want to mention a new restaurant in Southwest Atlanta again. It's called Yard Barbecue. It's in Southwest Atlanta. And if you're looking for some good ribs falling off the bone, if you're looking for somewhere where you and the family can go sit down and have a good meal, and the price is right, it's very affordable, and it's one of the best soul food places in Metro Atlanta, especially here on the west side. They provide fast service, takeout, and they have catering there. At 1985 Campbellton Road in Southwest Atlanta. It's called Yard Barbecue. The number is 470-899-2696. You can find them on Facebook, Yard Barbecue. You can find them on Instagram. Go take a look at their pictures of the food. It looks so good. I think I may stop by there on my way home from the studio because I'm not far from there, am I? Not at all. So, hey, Sunshine saying I'm right in the neighborhood, so I think I may stop by. The hours of operation are Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. On Fridays, they're open from 9 a.m. to 11 p.m. Also Saturdays, 9 a.m. to 11 p.m. And on Sunday, you can go there and get your after church dinner, or your Sunday dinner from 11 to 5 p.m. And that's Yard Barbecue in Southwest Atlanta. All right, y'all. So listen, we're gonna go to some commercials, play a few songs, and we are gonna be right back here on Hits 92.3, the real definition of internet radio. Thank you so much.
This need to be.
Here we go again.
Bad Boy South,
Ghetto Feel USA.
Block Entertainment.
You know, I go by the name Nitty, right? I gotta introduce y'all. I got my squad, right? Listen, man. Go by the name of Jock.
Young Jock.
He resides in College Park, right? But for right now, what we gotta do for y'all, what we gonna do? We gotta give y'all a hit.
Hey. Damn every day. Ask me a question like Jock, where you stay? Tell her College Park, where the chop call. Hit 20 grand, spend $1 grand at the bar. Just about his own. J's on my feet. I'm on that Patron, so get like me. 69 Cutlass with the bucket seats. Deep in my trunk, bought it just for the freaks. Catch me in the hood. To the left, my lap on the phone, count dough. If your girl chew, let her do a thing. Shit like a mama, nice brain. Everybody love me, I'm so fly. Throw the deuces every time I ride by. I know you wonder why I'm so cool. Don't ask me, just do what you do. Meet me in the trail, it's going down. Meet me in the mall, it's going down. Meet me in the club, it's going down. Anywhere you meet me, guaranteed to go down. Meet me in the trail, it's going down. Meet me in the mall, it's going down. Meet me in the club, it's going down. Anywhere you meet me, guaranteed to go down. Verse number 2, do the damn thing. Cubes on my neck, pocket full of bin frames. When I'm in the mall, you won't just pause. I pop a few tags, give me that on the wall. Time to flip the work, make the block bump. Boys in the hood, call me Black Donald Trump. Dope boy magic, 7 days a week. Number 1 record, longest nitty on the beat. Who I think they like me, better yet I know. Lights, camera, action when I walk through the door. That be my cool. Girls, time to recruit. If you got a problem, say it to my face. We can knuckle up anytime, any place. Meet me in the trail, it's going down. Meet me in the mall, it's going down. Meet me in the club, it's going down. Anywhere you meet me, guaranteed to go down. Meet me in the trail, it's going down. Meet me in the mall, it's going down. Meet me in the club, it's going down. Anywhere you meet me, guaranteed to go down. Time to set it all. Let these niggas know. Have you ever seen a Chevy with the butterfly door? I ride real slow, no need speed. Gotta make sure you see the buttons on my feet. Hell, I know. I keep my hands clean, cause I never touch dope. Every time I see them, look them in their eyes. Ask me how I know. It's me, surprise. Put it in the air, rep where you stay. Take a step back, blow the cushion they face. Sudden is a habit, let them see the carrots. I'ma make it rain, I ain't scared to share. Meet me in the trail, it's going down. Meet me in the mall, it's going down. Meet me in the club, it's going down. Anywhere you meet me, guaranteed to go down. Meet me in the trail, it's going down. Meet me in the mall, it's going down. Meet me in the club, it's going down. Anywhere you meet me, guaranteed to go down.
Young Jock, Nitty strikes again. It's a Nitty beat. Playmaker.
We hug and yes, we make love and always just say goodnight. And we cuddle, sure I do love it, but I need your lips all night. Can you kiss me more? We're so young, boy, we ain't got nothing to I ain't no dummy. I like to say, what if we could kiss and just cut the rubbish? Then I'd be on to something. I ain't giving you one in public. I'm giving you hundreds, fuck it. Something we just gotta get into. Same first, middle, last on the wisdom tooth. Niggas wishing that the pussy was a kissing booth. Takes breakfast, lunch, and gin and juice. And that dinner just like dessert too. And when we French refresh, give me two. When I bite that lip, come get me two. He want lipstick, lip gloss, hickeys too. Kiss me. We're so young, boy, we ain't got nothing to lose. Oh, it's just principle. Baby, hold me, 'cause I like the way it moves. Oh, boy, you're right, your name, I can do the same. Oh, I love this, la 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 la. I know my tongue, I want it. Boy, you're right, your name, I can do the same. Oh, I love this, la 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 la. I know my tongue, I want it. Give me a buck, need the Gucci store, push your limit, you ain't good enough. All your niggas say that you lost without me. All my bitches feel like I dodged the county. Fucking with you feel like jail, nigga. I can't even exhale, nigga. Pussy like holy grail, you know that. You gon' make me need bail, you know that. Caught dipping with your friend, you ain't even have man lying on you know that. Got me a bag for the brick, you know that. Control them, so the pace it right though back. All this ass for real. Drama make you feel. Fantasy with a bill, it's all I can give you. We're so young, boy, we ain't got nothing to lose. Oh, it's just principle. Baby, hold me, 'cause I like the way it grew. Oh, darling, boy, you're right to me. I can do the same. Ooh, I love the taste. Oh, la 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 la. I know my tongue, I want it. Boy, you're right to me. I can do the same. Ooh, I love the taste. Oh, la la la. I want it.
Woke up this morning with a smile on my face. Jumped out of bed, took a shower, dressed, cleaned up my place. Made me some breakfast, toast, 2 scrambled eggs, grits. Grab my keys, grab my purse, grab my jacket, off to work, beaming all the way down the. Is it the way? Yeah. 4:30, can't wait to get home. Now, girl, I got something else to do. Don't be frontin' on your girls for real. Go ahead, really get your groove on. 'Cause tonight my man's coming through. Yeah. We gon' have to connect some other time. As my life to shake my thing on the dance floor. Nice and freaky, just right where you're not. Tonight, I'm gonna beat the high score. Is it the way you love me, baby? Yeah. Is it the way you love me, baby? Is it the way you love me, baby?
Good afternoon. We are live here on Hits 92.3, the real definition of internet radio. This is Karen, the Connector. And I'm here every Thursday from 12 to 2 here at Hits 92.3, here in the studio. It's wonderful. It's lovely down here, purple and black everywhere. So professional. I love being a part of the Hits 92.3 family. So today we talked about some hot topics here in the radio world. We talked about the Buffalo Bills player Damar Hamlin, and our prayers and our thoughts are with him and his family. Of course, some of you know, maybe you don't know that I am from Buffalo, New York. So, you know, when things happen up north, it hits home for me. My heart is with them. My prayers are with them. And it's just a real delicate and emotional time up there in Buffalo with the storms just happening. People made it through the storms. They made it through the rain. And then, you know, here we have our Buffalo Bills and now this. So we really want to keep our Buffalo, New York family in our hearts and prayers, and especially the family of Damar Hamlin, the 20-year-old Buffalo Bills safety, Damar Hamlin, who collapsed during the game on Monday. So our second topic of today, we're going to talk about the brunch trend in Atlanta. And I think about this a lot, how, you know, now how everybody's going to brunch. Everything's a brunch. Even like people who are into events, like they're having a brunch event, like even conferences, or they're making them a brunch. I used to think it was because brunch is easy. You know, you get some eggs, you get some good creamy grits and some sausage, and you make a thing out of it. But this is becoming like a real trend, especially in the Metro Atlanta area. Just doing my research, it sounds like the Washington, D.C. area is becoming a brunch thing there. And then I do also see that in Houston, brunch is becoming a thing there. I was recently in Houston, and I will say I've seen a lot of advertisements for brunch this, brunch that. So I was like, man, are people like not going to the club anymore and they're going to brunch? Yeah, they are. Like, and especially women, single women, brunch is become the thing.
I know what it is.
What is it?
We 40. We can't stay out and go out at 10 o'clock at night to the club and have fun and eat and do all of that. So we got to do it at 10 in the morning.
Right.
And then we get our club on.
And then by 2 or 3, we
Back at the house, kids
Yeah.
is all at the house.
Yeah.
We doing the mommy thing.
Yep.
So it's a mommy club.
now that could be a thing because I will say that
When you young, you sleep through brunch.
right, and then you go out at 11
At
o'clock
night,
at night,
right?
Yeah.
But
And
when you
we going out
old,
at 11 o'clock in the morning.
yeah, we at brunch. Look, we get home from brunch, and then it's like 1:30 in the afternoon. We make dinner. You know, what
Act like we just wasn't trying throwing down mimosas.
you know what I'm saying? Take a
Yeah.
good nap. It's a good thing. It's a
I
good thing.
think it's it definitely became a trend, and I'm not sure why the pandemic kind of enhanced it. It was already on the verge. Like, the brunch thing, people going to brunch. I'm going to brunch, or I'm having a women's brunch, and then a ministry brunch, like everything brunch. Then you got all of these restaurants are opening up weekly. They're serving brunch. Like we have in Douglasville, we have a specific brunch spot. They do, specifically brunch, and it's called Grits. They do brunch, and now some of the local restaurants are now offering brunch. Like when it used to be breakfast, lunch, and dinner, or lunch and dinner, now it's brunch, and it's becoming a trending thing, and I like it. I do.
I'm waiting on supper.
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 Oh Lord.
It's between lunch and dinner. Supper.
I never thought about that.
I'm sorry. Let me stop.
I don't know if supper will ever be a thing. I think brunches kind of took the lead in this thing, and I do believe something happened during the pandemic that kind of enhanced this brunch trend. I can't put my finger on it, but I bet you by the end of the show it's gonna come out because it always comes out. I do know that on the internet it was kind of trending this week how people are now going to brunch so much, but you're paying a lot of money, but you're not getting this, you're not getting that, but I just think that and Sunshine, she even mentioned how going to brunch, at first it was like, oh, I'm going to brunch with my girlfriends, we're gonna meet up, we could talk about what's been going on in our lives, and no, you can't really do that unless you're going to a certain type of brunch. You got to know where you're going, because if you go in there to talk, get some answer to it. You're not going to be able to talk because it's a party going on.
Mm-hmm.
And by 12:15, the DJ turned it up to the next level too.
Mm-hmm.
And now people are now having about 3 bottomless mimosas in them.
Mm-hmm.
They playing Megan Thee Stallion and all things go. You know what I mean? So you got to know what type of brunch you want. Now, sometimes you're ready for a little turn up. You ain't been out in a while. You want to have a good time with your girlfriends and twerk a little bit, twist and turn. But, and you want to eat some good food and laugh with the bottomless mimosas, and some of them even have hookah now. You can go to a brunch in Atlanta at several spots, eat some eggs, lamb chops, and some potatoes on the side, bottomless mimosas, and have a good, like a turn up time, almost like it's like 9 o'clock at night. I've been there. I want to say kind of Fit and Feathers in Douglasville. I don't know about the other spots. I went to Fit and Feathers on my birthday. Okay. It was 2 o'clock in the afternoon, maybe 3 o'clock in the afternoon. People were doing handstands on there's no dance floor. There's no dance floor. And I was like, oh, it is turned up in here. And everybody was having a good time. Everybody's doing mimosas. Everybody's smoking hookah. And I'm looking around like, it's only 3 o'clock on a Sunday. But it is this new trend. And if you have any comments on this, or if you experience Atlanta brunch, the 2022 version, call in and share your comments. I know a lot of people have a lot of different comments on the subject. The number is 404-254-4347. 404-254-4347. I would love to talk about this. Sunshine had mentioned how sometimes she just wants to talk to her friends, go have a nice meal, talk to her friends, drink some mimosas. And, if you choose the wrong spot, that's not going to happen. So, but, like I said, sometimes you want to take it up a notch and have a party, and you want to do it early. The last time I went to brunch, here in Atlanta, I went to a spot called, can't remember. It was near Cumberland Mall. It's a new spot, Black owned. Can't remember the name, but they had a piano. They had a pianist playing. There was no DJ. They had a pianist playing. They did have hookah, but it wasn't too much of a party. It was more like a laid back spot. The food was really good. And if you were with me that day, if you were one of my friends and you were with me, please tag the spot in this video or mention the spot on YouTube and comment. Because I can't think of the name. I was only went there once and it was a really nice spot. It was not Breakfast Boys, but it was something else. But all I know is
okay, some places I've been.
Okay, Sunshine is gonna give her top 4.
I don't know. I'm just gonna let y'all have it.
Okay, come on now.
Okay, so over here in Southwest Atlanta, off of Cascade Road, you have Gaucher's Breakfast Bar. Gaucher's Breakfast Bar is everything. I absolutely love it. Whenever me and my husband go, he always gets the same thing, which is he likes the steak.
What street is it? Where's that?
It's on Cascade Road. It's called Gaucher's Breakfast Bar. You can get the steak is amazing. The potatoes are great. The mimosas are excellent. On the scale of cheap to pricey, that's going to be one of those places where you're going to end up spending about $75, $80 for brunch, but that's still for 2 people. You know what I'm saying? That's not bad. You know what I'm saying? Just depending on how much y'all drink. Another place that I like is over by I guess more towards the east side off of Maynard Terrace, going back towards God doggone it. Anyways, it's called Sun in My Belly.
I think I heard of that spot.
Ooh, baby, I love Sun in My Belly. Oh, I've eaten there way too many times to count. But Sun in My Belly is a really nice breakfast place, brunch place. They're closed by 3:00 though. Okay. Same thing with Gaucher's. Gaucher's closed by 3:00. That's how I was just about to say. That's how you know a real brunch spot. Yeah. They close in at 3:00. Okay, they're not playing with you guys. They're closing.
All day stuff with y'all.
These folks got other jobs. Sun in My Belly has really good breakfast sausages, and it's not just all pork. Like they got pork, they got chicken, they got vegetable sausage, everything. So it's a lot of good options for different people. And if you go, get the biscuit. So they are great. Both places, I love their French toast. I'm a big French toast person. That's what I'm looking for when I go. And then there's another one that me and Alex recently tried, and I want to go back again just because my first time there was really dope. It was more Sun in My Belly is cheaper than Gaucher's. You usually when we go to Sun in My Belly's, we might spend about $40. About $40.
Have you ever tried the Breakfast Boys? They must be right.
Yeah, me and Kels tried that.
How was it?
The atmosphere was nice.
Okay.
And I could see how the food is good. I don't think what I chose was particularly the right thing to choose. Okay. So I'm not going to down them until I've gone again. But I mean, you know, it was what's up.
I went the place that I was just talking about, y'all. It's called Grits and Eggs near Cumberland Mall. It's called Grits and Eggs. Okay, go ahead. What's your next spot?
The next spot that the Flying Biscuit.
Okay.
Oh my God. There. But look, you got to do the one by the rainbow sidewalk. By the rainbow crosswalk. There's a couple of them. There's a couple of them, and not all of them allow you to drink. But the one downtown with the rainbow sidewalk in front of it, down by Piedmont Park. Oh yeah, you can get mimosas there.
Really?
Yeah, and the mimosas is good.
They be mimosa.
They be mimosa in. They be
because there's a difference. I know now, especially since I've been to Fin and Feathers actually for brunch, and the mimosas were you can taste the
You can taste the difference.
Yeah, you can taste the difference.
Oh, you can
Almost
feel
like
the difference.
almost like they put a shot or something in.
You, if it's a good mimosa, you can feel
Yeah,
the
you could
difference.
the difference, and of course the quality of the champagne.
That's what that's what I like about Sun in My Belly. We just buy the whole bottle for like $20, like $25 or whatever for the bottle, and we just be sitting up there. Baby, I can't tell you how many times I done took that bottle home with me.
Yeah,
because it'd be enough.
What about the place the real Milk and Honey, the one in
Kels
College
goes
Park,
there. Yeah, Kels likes Milk and Honey.
the one that's down here by College Park.
Mhm.
That's some good food
It's
right
some
there.
very good food. I enjoyed that thoroughly.
I had got the lobsters on top of a crab cake. It was just unbelievable, on top of a
Mhm.
biscuit, and then that honey butter that they got.
I like food.
I like food too.
I like food. But them are my top ones, my top go-tos if I'm about to go find some brunch and I don't want to look around. I know that all of those restaurants. Now, this is the thing too. When they're really, really good restaurants, be respectful. You're going to wait. And the reason why you're going to wait is because we go to these places because we don't have to deal with all of the bull crap.
Their reviews were on point. So now you got to
Mhm.
wait an hour to get in.
Yeah.
And it's understandable because, some things are just worth the wait. They're worth the money.
Mhm.
And it's just, you're going to have a great experience. Another brunch spot that's owned by one of the women of Douglasville and the Women of Douglasville business affiliate, Miss Tanisha Murray. She owns T's Brunch Bars on Peachtree in Midtown. They've been open for a couple months, and every time I turn on Instagram on the weekends, I don't know about during the week, but on the weekends the line is down the block. Now, one thing about T's Brunch Bar, they got the DJ. I don't think they do hookah down there or anything like that, but they do have a DJ and create a fun atmosphere for people coming there.
I'm not a hookah girl.
I'm starting to not be a hookah girl.
I'm not a hookah girl. I've never. I'm not.
Never. Oh, we gotta get a hookah, and then now hookahs ain't like $20 anymore.
They're like $70.
$70 if you want a hookah on your table. So no, when you see those hookahs and everybody hookah in, those hookahs, I've seen them now are anywhere between $45 and $70 for a hookah, and that's just for one little rock thing or whatever.
Mhm.
Now since we have these vape pens and stuff like that, it's like I don't really the hookah thing, and then that water bubbling at the bottom now, I don't know about that. So I'll get one every now and then, just to be a part of the whole hookah experience, but I don't do hookahs too much anymore. not interested too much, but it's a thing. That's another thing. Some people love a good hookah, love this going to brunch, that bottomless mimosas and the hookah. They love it. I don't know. And Sunshine saying it's because we got old. And the last time
that ain't our lane. Stay in your lane.
I don't know. The last place I went to, Grits and Eggs, me and my friends met there at 12 o'clock. I didn't get there till almost 1:30. I was late. We end up leaving there and going to Doc's. You know where Doc's is in Smyrna? Near Cumberland Mall, Doc's. Wow.
That's outside my area.
Yeah.
That's not my area.
We end up going to Doc's and sitting at Doc's from 3 p.m. to 8 p.m. And I was done. You would have thought I was dancing in the street all night long. I mean, brunch is like a real thing. And if you really want to get out and have a good time, but you don't like to be out late, you don't like to be out when it's dark, you don't want to drive when it's dark, you can go somewhere and have some good food, especially in Atlanta. Tag your favorite brunch spot if you're watching on YouTube Live, if you're watching the replay, tag your favorite brunch spot in the comments. Right now, I love my local restaurants. I love to shout them out. And most of them all serve brunch. We got Table 25. We got April's Place. We got Grits. We have the Blue Rose. We have the Vine. We have Breakfast by Kumba Coffee. If I'm missing somewhere, please let me know. I know we have Just Like Mama. She sells breakfast on the weekends, I believe. And Sharberry Kitchen. I don't think she sells breakfast, but she sells like that. If you like that Chicago food, she got that. And the Grits and Eggs place, they must be from New Orleans, so they have beignets. So they while you're waiting for your food, they come out and bring you a hot beignet covered in powdered sugar.
Can I just say, it's something about a restaurant that bring you something to eat on while you waiting that just makes me really appreciative that y'all customer service is everything.
Yeah.
Because I like them breadsticks.
And them
I like the
biscuits.
cheddar baked biscuits.
Yeah.
I like sitting there and then like, oh, we went to this Jamaican room. What is it? Room
Like
210,
825.
825. Yeah,
Something-
you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Man, they
Whoa.
brought us a cornbread muffin something to eat while we was waiting.
Mm.
When I just say
Mm.
thank you,
Mm.
it was nice. You know what I'm
Mm.
saying? Like those kind of things
Yeah,
make
when
you
you
want
get
to
some
come
hot
back.
bread
Yeah.
with some butter, while you waiting, sipping on your drink or whatever, and you waiting for your food, you can wait a
Yeah.
little bit. You know what I'm saying? You
Make
can
you-
wait.
Yeah, the customer service could take a little longer.
Yes, yes. Even when I went to Olive Garden last week with Ron, you should have came with us. Listen, Olive Garden has sell like a $7.99 lunch soup and salad, unlimited soup and salad, right? That's all I need. They got the soup that tastes like chicken and dumplings, okay? With the salad and breadsticks. By the time my food came, I was like, I'm gonna have to wrap this up because I'm full. I'm full. So I really I do. I like when especially when they know you about to wait. Like, you know they about to wait, just go on, give them some biscuits and some butter or something like that. Go on, give them the bread, whatever you got, breadsticks, shoot, crackers, something while people are waiting. That's a good thing to mention because
Mhm.
I do know that my experience when I have to wait for food, it's a little, it goes over a little bit better when I'm when I got some bread and butter or something like that and I'm waiting. So yeah, if you want to call in, we're gonna take about 2 calls. If you want to call in and talk about this brunch trend here in Atlanta, Houston, big cities coming up, it's a thing. It is a thing, and I'm here for it. I mean, why not? I mean, who doesn't love a good brunch? Eggs, bacon, or some lamb chops with some grits on the side. I mean, who doesn't like that?
Ooh, I love me a fried green tomato and some avocado toast with all of the pretty stuff on the top of it.
Mm.
That just be good.
You know, at Grits Brunch Bar in Douglasville, they got this salmon croissant sandwich. Okay.
Mm.
I have not heard nobody mention this, and I don't know why. It's some cheesy eggs on top of this well-seasoned like piece of salmon, and it's kind of chopped up, but it's not, on a freshly baked croissant. I don't know if they baking the croissant. I don't know about where they're getting this croissant from, but this buttery croissant, and I get a little bowl of grits on the side because it's called grits. You got to buy the grits. And when I say that's a good sandwich, and it's not too heavy, not too, it's not a big old plate of food. It's just your sandwich, and then I have my grits on the side. It's delicious. So definitely, that's my review on that sandwich at Grits Brunch Bar. So listen, we're gonna take a quick break, and we are gonna be right back here on Hits 92.3. We're gonna talk about this trend a little bit more. I'm gonna talk about my next week's show is my anniversary show. Not sure what the details will be, so you got to stay tuned. You got to stay connected. If you're watching me right now, make sure you subscribe to the YouTube page for Hits 92.3. And make sure you find us on Instagram. Make sure you find us on Facebook. And of course, you can always find me, Karen the Connector, GA on Instagram. I'm Karen the Connector on Facebook. And any kind of announcements that are going to be made about the anniversary are going to be on all the platforms, Hits 92.3. Whatever I'm doing, anything outside of my regular show, I'm really, really wish I would have did a little bit more pre-planning, but ain't nothing to it but to do it. And so if I do something next week, I would love for you all to be a part of it, whether you're calling in, watching, maybe even coming down to the studio. I'll let you guys know what's going on with that. But listen, we're going to take a quick break and just let you all know I'll be here. I'm here every Thursday from 12 to 2 here on Hits 92.3, the real definition of internet radio, and we'll be right back.
If
Moments that we share, special time alone, just don't ever change. 'Cause I'm so into you, and you know it feels good. Know that you're by my side. It feels good to know that you're there for me. It feels good to know that you always be around. It feels good to know you love me, Shows feel good to me. The last night was so fun. Loving one on. I was holding you so tight. And I just might make you my wife. 'Cause you know it feels good to know that I'll yeah. It feels good to know that I can relax when I'm with you. It feels good to know I can dance. It feels good having you around. It sure feels good to me. You know that I love it. Yeah. You know that I want you. It feels good. You know that I need you. You know that I get it. Feels good. Yeah. It feels good.
Mercedes, the mellow, quite a nice fellow. Met 3T, hit a rhyme a cappella. They had the rhythm and I had the rhyme. So then I hit it that one more time. It worked out and then they worked it in. Tony has done it again.
Feels good. Yeah. It feels good. It feels good. It feels good. Yeah, it feels good. I feel all in my hands, I feel all in my feet, I feel all in my bones, I feel all in my bones, I feel all in my feet, I feel all in my heart, I feel all in my soul. And it, you know, it feels good. Yeah, it feels good. It feels good. Yeah. It's good. I feel it, girl. Can you feel it? Come on. Can you feel it? Feel it, feel it, feel it. Come on. Can you feel it? Yeah. Can you feel it? Come on.
I made a profile on Tinder. Since you left me to be with her, I think that means I'm getting desperate. Wish I could return the sender, but you don't love me no more. And I don't even know what for. Knew it was real when you blocked me. I was sitting home judging my body, wondering what I did to lose you. Why in the just wanted something different. Still don't know what I was missing. What you asked, I would give. It ain't right. I need you in, and whatever you in. Yeah, no hopeful girl like me. How come they be winning? Yeah, and I wanna be, but you gon' make a few out of me.
Yeah, you gon' make me a gold digger. Maybe I should look like a stripper, wearing fashion over dresses. All these dudes be so pressed and impressed with it. You leave me with no choice. I can't do this good, no more. Yours wanted something different. Still don't know what I was missing. What you asked, I would give it. It ain't right how these be winning, yeah, they be winning. I'm home for a baby. I'm come let me win. And I ain't wanna be, but you gon' make a part of me.
Y'all been making us sad. They say y'all don't know how we made. So we start acting like we don't care. Cause y'all been taking us there. Cause you don't want us no more. Ooh, it breaks us to the core. I almost wanted something different. Still don't know what you was missing. What you asked, I would've given. It ain't right how this be winning. Why they be winning? Oh, for a girl like me, how come they be winning? I ain't wanna be, but you gon' go. I'll be. Oh, I'll be. Yeah. That's what you wanted. That's what you get. I'll be. Look what you did, kid. Yeah. I'll be. See what you did to me.
Good afternoon. We are back here live on Hits 92.3, the real definition of internet radio. We have talked about a few different things. We talked who collapsed on the field at the Buffalo Bills game, safety Damar Hamlin. He remains in critical condition, but he is getting better, thank God. Our hearts and prayers, thoughts, and everything is with that family and the Buffalo community. And then we moved on into a lighter subject and talked about the brunch trend, mainly in Atlanta, Houston. They're saying the Washington, D.C. area. There's this trend where everybody's brunching so much to where if you drive around Atlanta on a Saturday morning, like I'd say around 10:30, you'll see lines coming out of different little nooks and crannies of Atlanta, and they're standing in line waiting on brunch. They're waiting on a good experience, a good time, some good food here in the city of Atlanta. And from what I understand, this is a thing in some of the major cities now. And it just developed into a major thing. I feel like during the pandemic, I don't remember brunch being a thing. I think I do brunch more than I do anything. I do brunch more than I do anything. It's kids' school. And so I just wanted to know, why is this a thing now? Why is brunch such a thing? Is it because we're getting old and we don't like to go out late at night? Or is this a thing to where I don't know. Is it just that is it an easier thing, or is this just a sometimes the media can pump something up so much that you want to be a part of it, that you want to be a part of that brunch trend, that brunch thing. And so I really feel like brunch is for me. I do brunch all the time with my friends. I do brunch more than I go out at night. So I can see why I like to do it, because I don't like going out late at night all the time anymore. I'll be 44 in July. So going out at 12 p.m. rather than 12 a.m. I'd rather do that. I'd rather do that. Oh, I didn't even know I was still live on TikTok. So listen, if you want to follow me, I'm here I'm on every Thursday from 12 to 2. I'm on live on YouTube Live. So make sure you go to Hits 92.3, their YouTube, subscribe, because you'll see you can go there and watch the replay. or you can go to our Facebook pages. You can go to my Instagram and see what I'm going to be talking about this week, and just follow me. So next week is our anniversary show. 1 year I've been doing shows here on Hits 92.3. This is something that was new to me, something that I had to get used to, something that I feel like I had to step out of my comfort zone to do. I'm not too much of a go live type person. I'm not too much of a, pretty much being seen. I think in the last year and a half, I think I just started, doing more out and about publicly and going live when I'm on the radio. So it's a little bit, it's different for me now. Like just, people recognize me, and stuff like that. And something that I had to get used to, something that my family has had to get used to. And it's been a lot of growing, just stepping out and doing something like this. And I love it. I never knew this was something that I would love doing this much. And I'm happy about it. I'm excited about it. Excited to celebrate 1 year. So please just stay on the lookout for more information about our next week's show. I want to do something a little special, nothing grand, but I definitely want to celebrate my 1 year anniversary. So just be on the lookout for that. Also, I'm hosting a cruise to Mexico. It's going to be this July 2023. We are going to go to Mexico. So information on that, go to my page, Karen the Connector. It's pinned to the top. Also, it's on my Instagram at Karen the Connector GA. If you want the information for that, or you could just inbox me anywhere, Instagram, whatever. Just contact me and I'll send you the link so you can find out more information about that if you want to come hang out with me in Mexico. I haven't been out the country in years. Got my passport last year. It's free and clear of any stamps. I haven't been anywhere. So this trip will be really special for me and my friends, and anyone who's going. It just happens to fall over my birthday, so I'll be celebrating my birthday at the same time. So it's gonna be real special, real fun. And that's pretty much it. And I don't have any events. I don't personally have any events going on. I know on Monday I talked to Keon with Table 25. He's hosting a private event. If you love college football, he's doing booze and burgers. So he's having a private event. The restaurant's closed. So if you desire to hang out somewhere kind of classy and watch the game, have some good drinks, he's gonna have a special menu, special drink specials, and they're gonna be at Table 25 in Douglasville, Georgia. And so I may stop through, he personally invited me. I'm not too much into college football, but hey, why not? So I'm looking forward to that. And like I said, our first anniversary show, and that's it. I'll have a couple more minutes for call-in. Like I said, we've been talking about the brunch trend. We've been talking about, what happened in Buffalo. So if you have any comments on either one of those subjects, I'll be glad to talk to you about it. It's 1:40. We're going to close this thing down, and I'll talk to you next week here on Hits 92.3, the real definition of internet radio. I'll be here next week from 12 to 2 talking about what's important to you. I'm going to make that a tagline on my commercial or something like that. I'll be here from 12 to 2 talking about what's important to you. It rhymes and it goes, and it's true. So listen, follow me on all of my social media. I have a lot of new things to come here in 2023. Last week you talked about affirmations and stuff like that. I've wrote down a lot of different things that I want to do, and a lot of goals that I'll be reaching in this 2023 season of my life. So if you want to connect with me, make sure you connect with me on any of my social media. Follow me here on TikTok, Instagram, all that good stuff. So that's pretty much it. I will talk to you guys next Thursday. I'll be in my celebratory outfit. I don't know what that's going to be. I got a couple different things in the closet I might want to pull out on them for next week, But that's about it. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for listening in today. And we'll be back next Thursday at 12 p.m. here on Hits 92.3, the real definition of internet radio. Talk to you then.
Let's go. Feeling myself. I'm 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 feeling my. I'm with some girls looking back at it, and a good girl in my tax bracket. Got a black card and let sex have it. These Chanel bags is a bad habit. I do down Mavericks, my Maybach, black matted. Never left, but I'm back at it, and I'm feeling myself. Jack Rabbit, feeling myself. Back off, cause I'm feeling myself. Go off if you think about me when he off. Wax on, that national anthem, hats off. Then I curve that like a bad horse. Let me get a number 2 with some max sauce, or on a run tour with my mask off. I'm feeling myself. I'm feeling myself. I'm feeling my. I'm feeling myself. 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 I'm feeling my. Change the game when that digital drop. Know who you was when that digital pop. I stopped. Male or female, it make no difference. I stopped the world. The world stopped. Carry on. Kitty on feet. Pretty on feet. Pretty gang. Always keep them on geek. Biting through Texas. Feed him for his breakfast. Every time I whip it, talking so reckless. He said, damn, Nikki is tight. I say, yeah, you right. He said, damn, babe, you so little, but you be really taking that. I say, yes, daddy, I do. Give me like NYU. I said, teach me. All this learning here is by you. I'm looking at work. Keep digging at work. I got it. 36 to that real. Take it, pull it that bounce, baby. Come get you some of that bounce, baby. I'm feeling myself. 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 I'm feeling my. Up the bass, looking like a kilo. He just wanna taste, digging up my talking about that high grade, I can kill your migraine. This ain't got punchlines or flow. I have both in an empire also. Keep getting gifts from Santa Claus at the North Pole. Today I'm icy, but I'm praying for some more snow. Let that know. He in love with that cook. Why you don't never be learning? You just never get what I be earning. I'm still getting patch on my records. That's urban. Ain't gotta rely on top 40. I am a rap legend. The kings of rap. Who is the queen and things of that?